The father of the Durgapur survivor has criticized Mamta Banerjee for a remark asking why his daughter was out at 12:30 p.m. This comes as politics continues over Mamta's remark, which she has denied. Meanwhile, BJP continues to mount pressure, with Suvendu Adhikari meeting the family of the survivor. While the politicians will trivialize this matter, the question is how soon can justice be served? All 5 accused are currently in the custody of the Bengal police. But what action will now be taken next to ensure women's safety and justice? Dr. Shatrupa, the BJP spokesperson, is joining us live. Sophia Khan, TMC leader, is also live with us. Brinda DK, social activist, joins us live. Tahira Hassan, activist, is also joining us on the broadcast. Tahira Hassan, all the accused have now been arrested. How close or far are we from justice for the Durgapur victim?
The women are raped and their body is violated, that we want justice for the victim. Here again, in the medical college, private medical college, the girl who had gone out with a classmate to have some food, she was gang raped. So I think investigation is going on. Investigation must be based on the scientific ways, and all the evidences must be collected properly and promptly. Then only we can curb the rising violence against the women. Only talking about the rape is not going to solve the entire problem. And the rape is rape. Violating the women's body is a crime, as a heinous crime. So it is whether it is a BJP government or it is a Congress government or some regional party government, it should be taken as a crime. When you just shifting your responsibility like that, this happened in this regime, and this happened in this regime, with this happened yesterday only in Uttar Pradesh, in Lucknow, one Dalit girl has been raped. So we will say, no, it is happening in UP, Uttar Pradesh. No, it is not a proper way. It is this way. You are diluting the entire seriousness of this problem. Just address the problem. Why after Nirbhaya, when we have very strong laws in our hand, why they are not implemented? Why the evidences are not collected properly, and redressal of such cases through fast track court? And these type of darindas, I will say, must be punished, because when the evidences will be collected and produced in the court, again I will repeat, then only honorable court will give the judgment on those evidences. The first thing is, these evidences must be collected properly. Otherwise, what happens if it will be delayed? The victim will also be hostile, and the witness will also be hostile, and this type of darinda will get away. So conviction rate must be increased. We cannot shift the responsibility like that. Neither the state government nor the medical college, they are also responsible for that. They should also take care of this. There are some rules, some regulations in the hostel. They should make it that discipline also work properly. But this is not a way that girls cannot go out, that to medical student, that she can't go out at 8:30. If she is going out with her male colleague, then she will be raped. It is her responsibility. So this way you are just blaming the victim on protecting the this accused, this rapist. This is not going to just curb the rising violence against the women or the rape case against the women. Stop shaming victim and stop this protecting the rapist. The Mamta Banerjee's statement is also a bizarre statement. She should not say that she should not go. Medical students, this major, cannot go out at 8:30. If she is going out, male can go out, but boys can go out, but girls cannot go out. If they will go out, this will happen. This is not a right way. There must be a rule, discipline for both.
Right.
Boys
Okay.
and girls.
Okay. I'll come back to. Let me also get in Shatrupa of the BJP. Shatrupa of the BJP. Mamta Banerjee reported he's denied saying this statement, but the survivor's father has criticized the CM for this stand. Now, who is correct, who is wrong, is the big question.
Uday, the patient's father, I'm saying patient because she's pretty critical right now. is not even in a condition to utter one single sentence without breaking down. That is the amount of trauma that has happened to the whole family. All I can say is, as usual, the Chief Minister of West Bengal has been extremely insensitive and has squarely and straightforward, she has blamed the girl. Why did she go out? Why isn't half the population of Bengal within confines after 8 o'clock? Madam Tahira Hassan has very clearly stated plenty of facts, many of which I agree with. One thing she said was the evidence must be collected. I am sure you know, I don't know if your cameras are there right now, 36 hours after the crime, that was the first time that the police thought that after 36 hours they woke up and they thought that the crime site, the site of the crime scene, must be sanitized. Before that, the whole world came and walked across as if it was a free field. That is the attitude of the state government. Yes, I agree with Madam Hassan that crimes against women happen everywhere, all over the world, all over the country. But it is the attitude of the ruler which counts. When you have a ruler who will take immediate action, like Madam Hassan was saying, the perpetrators think twice. Here in West Bengal, the perpetrators know very well that if you are even remotely connected or related to the ruling party, which is the Trinamool in this case, and if you can directly prove a connection to Mamata Banerjee and her cronies, your life is made. You can go ahead and rape, you can go ahead and torture a woman, you can go ahead and do whatever you want to do, whatever you might catch your fancy, nothing will happen to you. Yes, you will be immediately arrested. Why? To keep you in safe confines. Uday, make no mistake about this. Don't even imagine in your wildest dreams that this is an disciplinary action. No. These perpetrators are immediately arrested. As soon as they are arrested, they can be kept in. Mind you, the chief minister is the police minister herself. So her perpetrators, who she keeps supporting in various ways, they are kept safe in police custody, number one. Most importantly, it is Mamata Banerjee's several insensitive remarks which have kind of encouraged the perpetrators in West Bengal to carry on this crime. She says that the Park Street incident which happened at the beginning of her
Sophia Khan is with us. Sophia Khan is with us.
No.
Let's allow a quick response. Sophia Khan, is this the attitude of the state government? Is this what is emboldening rapists and criminals? That is the allegation that the BJP Shatrupa is leveling. She is also saying, why has this statement been made by Mamata Banerjee? Now, do you categorically deny that this statement was made, or do you believe it has been misinterpreted? Sophia Khan, that question is for you.
Yes. First of all, I would like to condemn the entire incident and have no words to express my pain, not only as a TMC supporter, but also as a woman. And anybody, any sensitive person will obviously react to this situation. As far as Mamata Banerjee is concerned, her words are twisted and deliberately distorted. So as a woman of West Bengal, I practically consider that no girl is safe even at their own home. Practical situation and theoretical situation are different. Yes, ideal situation is that men and women both should be out the home. But can you tell me, today itself, within 24 hours after this incident, 3 more rape cases has been registered from different states. One from Lucknow, UP, one from Agartala, where 14 months toddler has been raped and dragged and murdered, and one more from Jaipur. Anyways, I'm not talking about ye mere shehar ka rape, ye tere shehar ka rape, because this rape is a very heinous crime, and we all should, irrespective of parties, ideologies, or irrespective of anything, we all should not politicize the situation. In fact, Mamata Banerjee has already passed Aparajita bill after Archikar case, but this Aparajita bills where she demanded harsh punishment for the perpetrators, but still that is kept with the central government, but that is not considered anywhere. So until and unless the culprits from anywhere, rapists from anywhere, any part of the country, unless and until they will be taught lesson, they will get harsh punishment. That I personally think as a woman that these kind of things will be happening in the country. And rest of the thing, just I want to say that Mamta Banerjee's
But did she make this statement or no?
She said, she just advised the private medical institution, that they should be more careful with the students when they are out at 12:30. Just now, madam was telling me 8:30, but as far as I know, the timing was.
But whether it was 8:30 or 12:30, whether it was 8:30 or 12:30, that doesn't make this right. That doesn't make this right. Whether it's happened at 12 at night or 12 in the afternoon, how does that justify what has happened?
The parent of.
Surely at night there should be more policing close to college campuses, Sophia Khan.
And being a woman, we should be more sensitive about the whole incident, and there should be no selective protest regarding the rape.
So you believe what Mamta Banerjee said was wrong, Sophia?
I could not hear you.
You believe what your CM said was wrong? Do you believe what your chief minister said was wrong?
Voice is cracking.
Okay, that I don't know if it's cracking or if it's conveniently that you're not hearing what I'm saying. But let me quickly get in more breaking updates coming in. Durgapur gang rape survivors college now has clarified that she left the campus at 7:58 p.m. and returned to a hostel by 9:31 p.m. This comes after CM Mamta Banerjee asked why the victim was out at 12:30 a.m. midnight. The BJP has accused Mamta of shaming the survivor by shielding a political vote bank. Renik Datta joins us for more on this story. Renik, a clarification now being issued by the college?
एग्जैक्टली मैं एक बार दिखाने का कोशिश करूंगा कि एग्जैक्ट उसी जगह में खड़ा हूँ जो कि दुर्गापुर का IQ सिटी मेडिकल कॉलेज एंड हॉस्पिटल से। इस जगह पर ही इस कॉलेज में ही सेकेंड ईयर MBBS का स्टूडेंट थी वो लड़की जिसके साथ ये घटना पूरा घटा है। वो कॉलेज अथॉरिटी की तरफ से जो कहा जा रहा है कि ये घटना एकदम टाइमिंग जो दिया जा रहा है कॉलेज अथॉरिटी की तरफ से कि रात को 7:30 बजे के बाद यानी 7:58 लास्ट दिखा गया था कि जो विक्टिम लड़की है वो इस कॉलेज कैंपस के बाहर जा रही है। कॉलेज कैंपस के बाहर जाने के टाइम पर उनके साथ उनका दोस्त मौजूद था। दोस्त के साथ ही वो कॉलेज कैंपस के बाहर गए थे। उसके बाद रात को 9:30 बजे के आसपास फिर से उनको वापस आते हुए देखा गया CCTV फुटेज में। ऐसा कॉलेज अथॉरिटी की तरफ से कहा गया है। दूसरी तरफ अगर देखा जाए तो पुलिस की तरफ से भी कंफर्म किया जा रहा है कि ये पूरा मैटर 9:30 बजे के आसपास ही पूरा हो चुका था और रात में कंप्लेन हुआ था। मगर दूसरी तरफ अगर देखा जाए तो पुलिस इन्वेस्टिगेशन में भी सामने आया है कि 5 लोगों का गिरफ्तारी ये पूरा मामले पर हो चुका है। अभी पुलिस की तरफ से 5 लोगों को गिरफ्तार किया गया है और उसके साथ साथ ही ये पूरा मैटर को लेकर आज ही दुर्गापुर SP की तरफ से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस किया जाएगा। रात को 9:30 बजे के आसपास ही पुलिस की तरफ से पूरा ब्रीफिंग दिया जाएगा। पूरा मैटर जो है वो पुलिस की तरफ से खुलासा किया जाएगा और उसके साथ साथ ही पुलिस की तरफ से ये भी कहा जा रहा है कि ये जो विक्टिम है जो इसी अस्पताल में भर्ती है, मैं एक बार दिखाने का कोशिश करूंगा। इसी अस्पताल में अभी जो विक्टिम भर्ती है और ये अस्पताल में ही पुलिस आकर पुलिस की तरफ से बयान लिया गया था। जो विक्टिम का बयान पुलिस की तरफ से रिकॉर्ड किया गया है और इसी अस्पताल से करीब 750 मीटर की दूरी पर ही जो प्लेस ऑफ ऑकरेंस है ऐसा पुलिस की तरफ से कंफर्म किया गया है। दूसरी तरफ अगर देखा जाए तो पूरा ये इन्वेस्टिगेशन में सबसे महत्वपूर्ण जो एविडेंस पुलिस का हाथ लगा है वो है विक्टिम का मोबाइल फोन, क्योंकि जैसे कि कंप्लेंट कॉपी में कहा गया था कि विक्टिम के साथ ये जो घटना घट रहा था ठीक उसी दौरान विक्टिम का मोबाइल फोन छीना गया था। उस मोबाइल फोन को पुलिस की तरफ से रिकवर किया गया है, वो भी एक्यूज के पास से ये मोबाइल फोन रिकवर हुआ है ऐसा पुलिस की तरफ से कहा जा रहा है। पूरा ये जो इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी ऑन प्रोग्रेस है। पुलिस की तरफ से इस इन्वेस्टिगेशन को आगे ले जाने के लिए पुलिस की तरफ से साइंटिफिक एविडेंस कलेक्ट किया गया है। दूसरी तरफ अगर देखा जाए तो फॉरेंसिक एक्सपर्ट का जो टीम, वो फॉरेंसिक एक्सपर्ट का टीम भी पहुंचा था प्लेस ऑफ ऑकरेंस में। उस जगह से सैंपल कलेक्ट किया गया है, फोटोग्राफिक एविडेंस कलेक्ट किया गया है और उसके साथ साथ ही पूरा घटना का वीडियोग्राफी भी किया गया है, पूरा जो साइंटिफिक एविडेंस कलेक्शन का वीडियोग्राफी भी किया गया है और उसके साथ साथ ही ड्रोन का माध्यम से उस एरिया का फुटेज भी पुलिस की तरफ से कलेक्ट किया गया है। यानी पुलिस की तरफ से जोर जोर से एक तरफ इन्वेस्टिगेशन जो है वो किया जा रहा है। फिलहाल इसी अस्पताल में जिस जगह पर विक्टिम भर्ती है, उस जगह पर ओडिशा का जो वुमेन कमीशन का टीम वो आकर पहुंची है। विक्टिम के साथ वुमेन कमीशन का जो चेयरपर्सन वो मीट कर रहे हैं, उनके साथ बातचीत किया जा रहा है। क्या घटना घटा था उसके बाद पुलिस की तरफ से
जी रैनिक, मैं आपके पास लौटूंगा। फिलहाल मैं वापस डिबेट पे लौटता हूं। सफिया खान, clearly the clarification has come in from the college now. They have claimed that the victim returned to the hostel by 9:31 p.m. and she left at 7:58 p.m. That's in complete contrast to what the Chief Minister has said and what you just said.
I would like to inform the viewers of NewsX that with the investigation process, even the Odisha government is satisfied that the whatever report has been submitted, whatever probe has been done by
but the college has issued this clarification.
They are completely satisfied with the situation.
But the college has issued a clarification. They've said the timing you're quoting is completely wrong.
This is 12. The timing was 12:30, and see.
But the college has claimed 7:58 to 9:30 was when she was out. So do you believe the college is lying?
It will be too early to comment. Let the victim herself.
Do you believe the college is lying?
Sorry?
Do you believe the college is possibly lying?
Possibly, yeah, that may be possibility.
Okay, Brinda DK, let me draw you in here. Brinda DK, let me draw you in here. The TMC, of course, believes the college is possibly lying. They've issued a clarification now after the Chief Minister came out with this statement. What do you make of this war of words that has erupted after a stand that perhaps she should have not been out at 12:30 a.m.? What do you make of this mindset, Brinda DK?
I think it is important for all of us to place on record the timing of the person being outside is immaterial. Madam Sophia also needs to understand that if you keep harping about the timing, you are reiterating what your CM has talked about, that women should not be out at certain time, that the college must take disciplinary action and should have put down certain guidelines, all of which is unacceptable because we are talking about the utter lax in law and order. We are talking about how the police have not been patrolling. We are talking about the impunity with which the rapists did what they did because they know that they can get away. Probably they have also got away in the past. We don't know. This case has come forward. What is the message that you should be giving from your party to the citizens is this is something that should not have happened. We will ensure that security is double, triple. We will ensure that the police will get everything in order. And like Madam Tahira pointed out, all your forensic evidence, all your statements, everything will be collected in that manner that has to be placed before the court so that the establishment of this case is done without a doubt or an iota of doubt, a watertight case, so that conviction is certain and swift and stringent by the courts. This is the assurance that we require. We do not want to hear about was she out at 12:10 a.m. or was she there at 8:10 p.m. It doesn't make a difference. What makes the difference is that you are not supporting that woman and saying, sorry, we have not been able to protect you, keep you safe. Of course, the next responsibility falls with the college management, but the state has the first responsibility towards safety, security of every citizen inside the college. And like you pointed out, Madam Sophia, women are not safe inside the house also, yes. But then you and I, as per the laws of the land, cannot be entering into everybody's house to find out whether you're safe or not safe. But you certainly have the duty to ensure that every person on the street is safe and they reach back their homes safely, their institutions, hostels, colleges, whatever that might be. Because that is what is the job of the state. The job of the state is not to find fault with the citizen who has gone out for a walk, who's gone out to have dinner, who's gone out with her boyfriend, her girlfriend. It doesn't make a difference. Because, and like you pointed out, rape and sexual assault and sexual violence, gender-based violence on women and children is taken lightly and treated frivolously across India by all political parties. You mentioned those 3 rape cases and that one baby, 14 months old, horrendous, heinous. But that doesn't mean I compare myself with anybody else, just like how you said. What we want to ask is the state to be accountable to its citizens. Simple. And ensure that the courts do their jobs. The prosecution does its job. The police does its job. You people have brought out the laws. Until and unless your Aparajita law comes into place, we still have a central act in place. We still have the BNS and the BNSS. All of that has stringent punishments. We need to follow that for the time being.
Shatrupa, what do you make of this clarification from the college that has come out now?
Uday, this was what the college has been saying from the very beginning. In fact, as far as the news is carrying, they have a very specific timeline. They said that the girl and her friend or whoever went out for food or snacks or for a walk at around 8 o'clock. And then eventually, after some time, these perpetrators pounced on them and chased away this friend of hers. And then the whole act was probably, the forensic evidence is pointing towards the fact that this happened around midnight. And again, these perpetrators, look at their guts. They called the boy back, the friend back again, and then threatened that they will not give the mobile back till some 3,000 rupees is paid next morning. This was the timeline that I've been following on the news. Beyond that, I don't know what extra information Sophia Khan or whoever she is has, because she obviously does not know her facts. As far as the Aparajita bill is concerned, Aparajita bill was passed by the ruling party, despite the fact that the leader of opposition as well as the single largest party in opposition in the Vidhan Sabha said that although we are together in spirit, there were 13 points that we wanted included in the Aparajita bill. That was not only not included, it was not even recorded by the Vidhan Sabha speaker. As far as, again, she said something.
Okay, Sophia Khan respond. Sophia Khan, let's allow her response.
I just want to say one more thing. I just want to say one more thing, that this a law which is passed by the state government does not depend on the central
Sophia Khan,
on the governor of West Bengal.
With due honor, I would like to request Ms. Dr. Shatrupa, whoever she is, I don't know. I would like to request you just please comment something about the 3 rape, whatever happened in the BJP ruled state within 24 hours after this incident. Anyways, I consider it as 4 rape within 2 days in the country. So, alas, there is a selective protest regarding rape, which is a very heinous crime, and selective talking about this. I don't understand what is going on. Being a woman, we should be more sensitive regarding this issue. And my only the ideal situation is we all are allowed, boys and girls are equal, and they should be out whole night without being
can I have one
targeted or without being raped. But actually, this is not the ideal situation.
Right.
Practical situation is totally different in our country.
Okay.
Practical situation is girls are I'm telling you, practically girls are not even safe at their own home. So the ideal situation and the practical situation is totally different.
Well, at the end of the day, of course, if they're out in the streets, it's the state government's responsibility to keep them safe, whatever time of night that is, or whatever time of day it is, and no one can shirk onus. But we will, of course, be tracking this story very, very closely. For the time being, my thanks to all of our guests for joining us and our reporter live as well.